third opponent in this group stage, TheSim. And we are playing on Nile again. As I said previously, it's a map that has been played a lot during the group stage. Non-rush map. I'm going for a pretty standard layout. A bit of mess at the very beginning. And I will... yeah, I already have a fly. Because the portal is very close to the dungeon, it's difficult to have something else than a fly if you do not create a lair or any other room really quickly. Today I would create a lair all around the dungeon heart so that you have a good chance to get a beetle instead of a fly. Pretty slow map, Nile. The water in the middle of the map, bridge research that is delayed. So I will play with what I'm comfortable with, which means some level 7 dragons and mistresses and perhaps vile demons, we'll see. Yeah, pretty happy with this early warlock. This 9-tile library did the job, and because I had less than 9 layer tiles, I could not get a beetle, so I could get either a fly or a warlock, and you have way more chances to get a warlock than a fly with this layout. And now I have good chances to get dragons as well, and I will get the dragon. Yeah, that's pretty good start there for the research, and I will try to complete my library as soon as possible. No, I'm going for the training room instead. I changed a bit my strategy about Nile. I told about this in the previous video, but I like how you have to manage your imps and how you have to establish a strategy to be efficient in mining all the gold on your side of the map. You can go for many imps, you can go for several treasure room or both, but going for a central treasure room and a treasure room on each corner near the gems is a very good way to have a good income in terms of gold. Completing my first five rooms, optimizing my gold as much as possible. This time I have no like 50k gold sleeping forever. I'm even struggling completing my first 5 rooms. Pretty happy with the start. 2 dragons, 2 warlocks, already the speed spell and the must obey, and the training room is complete, and I start reinforcing the walls very early. So yeah, I stepped up quite a bit. Quite happy. I have good things to say about my playstyle for once. So yeah, training the dragons. The only bad thing is that I haven't completed my library. Yeah, just noticed that. And yeah, instead of selling this additional library tile, I will just go for a bigger library. And I'm getting scouted by TheSim already. He scouted right on the library. So he's quite aware that I'm quite research EV oriented. Yeah, the bad thing there is that I only have 2 imps. I just add an another imp to reinforce the wall, but yeah. Today I use at least 4 imps to reinforce the training room, so that it's the earlier it's reinforced, the better, because you have good creatures. It allows you to have a lot of space in the middle of the map, which means more gold, more time to prepare your defense. I have no beetle yet, yeah, but I have a demon spawn, so I can't go for a mistress through the research, or the temple, sacrifice, because no beetle. I may have beetle later. I have a lot of warlocks, and because I increased my library, I will continue to have more warlocks than anything else. A lot of warlocks and dragons. Yeah, and of course dragons. So I'm really great. Also, I'm really comfortable this game because this is the first time I'm playing as the red keeper, and playing as blue keeper is I find this more difficult because you are suffering. At least I am suffering much more latency when I'm playing as blue. Oh yeah, feels really cool to play as red. Even if it's slower than the single player, it's still really comfortable. I'm trying to find the training room. I'm hearing it. Yeah, and scouting the hatchery. Not what I was looking for. Now I get the training room. I see dragons. I see spiders. Nothing is higher than level 3, while I already have a level 4 spider and level 5 dragon, so I'm definitely ahead. Yeah, after a few minutes I already have dragons that almost have a meteor, and I'm pretty good in research. This is a very neat start. My mid game is really heavy. I also build up a workshop so that I can attract some builds later, and I guess I will open the middle of the map soon. Still having a lot of gold, but I'm spending these gold quite quickly, so yeah. No gold sleeping. I could have trashed my spider. Yeah, it's contributing to the research, but I have 5 warlocks, so the spider input is quite neglectable. I trashed some creatures before the demon spawn, I guess, and some other stuff I don't remember. But I kept the fly, or I got an additional fly, I don't know. Which means that now I'm behind in the number of creatures, but my creatures are way better and I'm way ahead in research. I have a first bile demon, that's pretty cool. Increasing the lair so that I'm not stuck with the creature attracted from the portal. And I already have the torture room, and I'm preparing for a torture room, I think, and I will also prepare for a 3x3 temple and 3x3 torture room. It's really easy to be to have a lair that is not big enough when you have a lot of dragons, because each dragon is occupying 4 lair tiles. So if you have a 25 lair tiles, yes, and 6 dragons, it's already full. So yeah. I see that TheSim already dug to my dungeon, but he does not have the bridge, so he cannot do anything. He's casting a big CTA. I'm quite surprised, because at this time I was like, okay, he's late in research, but no, in fact he has the research. Can take the bridge for myself, I'm selling it instantly. I let him waste his gold with his CTA. I have 2 mistresses. I'm really happy with what I'm getting from the portal, and I can speed them and slapping them. I'm ensuring a really quick training. I was going to bridge on the right side of the map, but because the sim bridged on the left side of the map, this will be the way I will go for my attack. But for the moment I'm going for my level 7 dragons as usual. Very passive way. I see him building another bridge, I will sell it again. I sold the bridge too quickly and my imp was not able to claim a single tile on the other side, but that's not really a problem. I have my temple. I'm not really useful because I do not have any beetle, so I just forget the sacrifice. But I'm pretty happy with those 2 level 7 dragons. Now I go for the bridge. Instantly using a level 3 imps with speed, using the invisibility spell. He has nothing to counter it. The only way to counter it is to use lightning spell right on the imp, or use a bile demon or anything that has AoE and try in possession to kill the imp, which costs a lot of clicks, and yeah, it's annoying. 4 mistresses, I'm really happy there. My late game is already having good progress. I have 3 dragons, I'm out leveling him. I'm also trying to mine. He well used the spider to slow one of my dragons, but yeah, dragons are not dealing a lot of damage in the melee damage. But it is useful because the slow dragons heals less often. Pushing a lot on the research with an efficient training room, and once my dragon is level 7, I push him in the fight. His level 3 dragons are taking a lot of damage. Bile Demon is also doing a lot of damage with the 2 gas spells, but he's taking a lot of damage as well. Trying to open a second front, activating my 2 gems so that some of my imps will be kept busy. He has a level 5 spider and a level 3 spider, level 4 warlock. That's good. Supporting creatures, several level 5 spiders actually. Because we're fighting near a corridor, I will try to control this corridor and to put all my dragons on top of the corridor, forcing his creatures to fight there and dealing a lot of AoE and having a really juicy shots with my meteor. He claimed Nile bridge. I will take it back so that I can push on 2 different sides. I'm using a lot my gold to have decent mistresses as early as possible. He retreated because his dragons and spiders are not able to handle my level 7 dragons. And I guess I just killed one of his level 5 spiders. I have too many imps to keep them busy on the gems, so what I did is dropping my imps near non-reinforced walls so that they will reinforce walls. This is a way to keep the imps busy if you do not have any doors to prevent them to jump in the fight, and if you do not have enough gems or gold to keep them busy mining gold. Pretty happy there. I will be able to use these small corners to spam with meteors and deal a ton of damage while my mistresses are actually training. And yeah, dragon fights are really slow, and that's exactly what I want, because my real DPS is awaiting. 2 mistresses are level 5 and 2 are level 4. Lightning spells are really close. Lightning spells from the creatures, I mean. I'm claiming his dungeon in 3 different ways. He has level 4 warlocks that is really low HP, and he just died. We heard him dying in the background. Again, really nice meteor shots while keeping the mistresses well trained. I stopped using speed spell on the mistresses because I have only 20k gold, which is quite, yeah, it's quite an issue. I see some gold there on the right. I could have mined them while fighting at the same spot and kept using TheSim gold, at least the gold that is on this side of the map, to keep my mistresses really well trained. I'm using the speed again, but I'm not charging the spell fully, the speed spell, which is quite bad. I mean, I won't need any additional gold except for the CTA on this side, but I do not need to have like 20k gold sleeping. Again, trying to kill some dragons with my meteors and gas spells, and I killed 2 dragons, while level 5 spiders was really low HP and it died, and perhaps the last level 5 dragons died as well. I have 2 level 6 mistress, and now I can cast the CTA pretty confident. I destroyed most of his tanky creatures, and now I have very tanky dragons, bile demons to ensure a lot of AoE on the imps, for example, and the mistress will destroy any ranged creature or any melee creature engaged against my dragons or bile demons. So that's pretty it. I even researched the destroy wall spell. Yeah, I was really ahead. Now I'm using the CTA to clean the entire dungeon of TheSim. The CTA is used on the on claim tiles and not on room tiles. I see him casting lightning spells, so I instantly cast protect monster spell so that my creatures are all immune to the lightning spell. That's really efficient, and yeah, using the CTA outside of enemy room tiles prevents your creature to start destroying the rooms instead of following your orders and your CTA. So yeah, you just want to cast the CTA on just claimed enemy tiles, and that's basically it. I have 2 other level 6 mistress, I think. Yeah, they are level 6. The last one is, yeah, 2 level 6 mistress and an additional level 7 dragons. I see some other lightning strikes, so I misclicked there. I made my creatures invisible while I wanted to cast the protect monster, but yeah, no difference, and makes them invulnerable to the lightning strike keeper spell. Yeah, as you may have noticed, my mistresses just received the lightning spell in the face and lost no health point at all. GG!